came about, that changed the, it was a huge paradigm shift in the way people thought about music. Now they could just listen to music whenever they wanted. They didn't have to be in that room. They didn't have to, seek out a performance. The performances came to them. And then, of course, with film, it changed the way that, people interacted with theaters, stage theaters, movie theaters.
If I may add, like if you were a composer, you didn't get any money. There were no record rights. There was no money for composition. The way you got money was by touring with the musicians to the towns and conduct. Mendelssohn, they say, was not a very good conductor, but he went and conducted his music, as did all of the composers, because that's the only way they could get a fee, although Mendelssohn was also rich. But, or Liszt, or being an actor. If you wrote a play, you sort of had to be in the company to get paid, or this idea of getting rich off of art was...
And that's where the idea of, stars came from, because there would be, a particular virtuoso that was better than anyone else, that would sing a particular aria, like, blow people away. You'd see the same operas again and again, but then there'd be this one touring company coming through, or there'd be this one particular conductor, and it just changed the atmosphere. But once everything became recording, there was a definitive way. There was now a perfect that was set in stone. There was no way to augment or change that.
And you have to realize that art has only been recorded or recordable. Technology has only mastered that in the last 170 years. The first photograph, say, was about 170 years ago. The first time art was able to record. And then, of course, sound and the ability to hear Caruso in your living room. And then when some guys put up a sheet and projected a locomotive pulling into the station, audiences were thrilled and shocked. But in a sense, ever since then, most art given to all of us is recorded. It's canned. It's not live.
It's made to be commodified as well.
It's a commodity. Explain about Stravinsky, for example.
Stravinsky started, when he first started composing, it was pre-phonographs, but then once the phonograph became popular, he started writing his symphonies so that they would fit on one side of a record. And I think a lot of musicians today write music that, exists in a way that you can start at the beginning, it gets to the end, it fits on a CD, or it fits on a vinyl record, or it's small enough where someone can download it in an instant, and it's linear.
So what all this is about is to pose the idea, why do movies have to be canned? I mean, everything else is. We know that it's competing with a lot of really entertainment, that cable news is entertainment. If it's not canned, it's certainly pre-digested. Politics is entertainment, and it's pre-digested. Everything, all we have that's vaguely alive are the concerts you go to, are some theater, or sports. Sports is, you really don't know what's going on. I mean, when the ladies were playing soccer, I didn't know, my heart was in my mouth at the last few minutes of that. It was such an exciting thing. That's what makes sports great. And my little granddaughter, who's probably your age, she's 24, she tells me, she says, Dad, we go to the first night of all the movies. We wait online and we go, because sometimes you see the people who worked on it there, and no one knows whether it's good or bad. So there is a yearning, I feel, for a little bit more of the live to be put back in cinema.